I am live with Pepperdine's Stacy Davis. Welcome, Stacy.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How about you?
I'm all right. Just got out of class, so I got the rest of the day to myself, so I'm feeling kind of good.
Fantastic. And how is the summer going?
It's going really well. It's actually been a really productive summer as far as exploring, getting to know myself, my teammates, just hanging out, having fun. It's been really fun.
You did something pretty cool this summer. You traveled to Asia. Can you tell me a little bit about that trip and where all you went, what you did?
It was really amazing. So we went to East Asia, and we got to play some professional Chinese teams, and it was just an amazing experience to play not only with the pro rules but on the pro court and against pro level players, and to just get that experience. But not only that, we also did a thing where it helped us dive even more into our faith. So even before the games, we'd do a little chapel. After the games, we would do a chapel. That we would do classroom sessions on in between days. So it was really basketball oriented, but it was also very educate. It was supposed to educate us and allow us to find a lot out about ourselves. So it was really fun. It was really fun. Different, but it was fun.
That's fantastic. And we threw this out on Twitter and Facebook before this hangout for fans and teammates and coaches to ask some questions to you. So I have a question about this topic for you from your coach, Marty Wilson, and he wants to know, what was the weirdest food you ate in China?
Wow. Okay. So I actually texted him this. He asked me this before, and I had literally just got done eating it, but we were walking the streets of China, and there was a little vendor. And one of my coaches was like, I'll give anybody $5 if they eat whatever's over there. So I was like, all right, fine. I'll eat whatever. So come to find out, I ate something called gizzards, and I don't know what it was, but it was very salty. It was very chewy, and it was actually really gross. So that was probably the craziest thing I had there.
And the second part of that question is, are you sure that's what it actually was from your coach? But it sounds like you're not even sure what it was to begin with, so that might not be relevant.
Oh, I told him when he asked me the first time, I told him it was chicken gizzards, and he looked it up and he said chickens don't have gizzards. So I was like, oh wow, I might not know what I just ate then.
Interesting. Well, maybe it's better to not know.
Yeah, that's probably a good thing that I don't.
What is your favorite movie?
My favorite movie of all time is John Q. It's starring Denzel Washington, and I don't know why. I just watched it when I was a kid, and every time I see it, it almost has me in tears. And so I felt like that was one of Denzel's best performances of his career. So that's probably my favorite movie of all time.
This is another Twitter question for you. In a game of one-on-one with Marty Wilson and you, who would win and why? And that's from Paul Lassiter on Twitter.
You know what? I don't know, because Coach gets after it on defense, so I don't know. It'd be tough to score, but then on the other end, I don't know if he could score on me. So if we were going to a game of 11, I'm gonna have to go with myself and go 11-10, Stacy, game winner, off the glass from the left side with my left hand on my right leg.
All right. Well, Coach Wilson, if you're watching, we may have to set that up and see what actually happens.
We might have to.
And actually, this is from Paul Lassiter. Again, he had a few good questions, so I took a few of them. Who inspired you to play basketball?
You know what? I was actually a football player first, and so I love football. My favorite football player was Eddie George from the Tennessee Titans. And then one day I just used to go to the gym with my dad all the time, and he was really good at basketball. And then I was just over at my uncle's house one day, and I picked up a ball and I shot it for the first time, and I fell in love with it. And so he was kind of the inspiration for me to kind of try basketball. And ever since I picked up that ball, I just kind of fell in love with it. After I picked up the ball, I might have played football freshman and sophomore year of high school, and then that was it. But basketball has been my love since then. We
know you do yoga. We've talked about that plenty. Tell us a little bit about how you got started just doing that.
Okay, so in high school, I was really interested into trying to lean up and do different things, because I felt like that was one thing as far as being an athlete, was being able to do different sports or different exercises. So I wanted to do yoga, but I never could find a class, and I wasn't really that serious about it. So then my sophomore year, I was kind of like, you know what, I'm really going to get into this. And I was back home. I was sitting on the couch. I was like, man, if I could literally just spend 15 minutes just stretching every day. So I went on the App Store. I typed in yoga. I found this app called Yoga Studio. At the time, it was like $2. I bought it, and I've been using it ever since for 2 years now. So it's been great. It's definitely been great to me. And I feel like it's definitely been a part as far as me taking my game to the next level. So it's been really good. It's fun. It's hard, but it's really fun.
And the last time you and I spoke, you said that you hadn't been surfing yet, but you really wanted to. And so have you been surfing yet?
No, I haven't. And you know what? Once summer school gets out, I think I'm going to make that a mission to go surfing or to have somebody teach me how to surf, because, you know, my balance is a little off for me being this big, and being on the surfboard in the middle of the ocean, it might not be my thing. So we'll see how it goes.
But you do yoga, so your balance should be better because of that. So maybe it balances out. That's
very true. I guess we'll see. They have, you know what? They have like a surf convo during the year. So we have to get Convocation credit. We have to get 14 throughout each semester, so 28 total. And they have this thing called Surf Convo where you just go in the morning, you guys, you know, talk for a little bit, have like a short little chapel, and then you guys surf. So maybe I'll pick that up this year. That'll be like my senior thing. That'll be like my thing to do.
I think you should do that because you're running out of time. You only have one more year to learn how to surf.
1 more year. So crazy. So crazy.
What about just being at Pepperdine? What's the best part about going to school at Pepperdine?
For me personally, the best part about going to Pepperdine is just the people. My teammates make it, you know, make everything worthwhile. My coaches make everything worthwhile. But then I've just met like a lot of great people out here who've, you know, since I've met them, have treated me like, you know, I'm their brother or like I'm part of the family. And I think that's just, you know, something that's unique to Pepperdine is you'll meet some people and they'll genuinely treat you like they've known you for 10 years, and you guys will build a bond that way. So, you know, I just want to give a shout out to everybody that I've met at Pep. Thank you for treating me, you know, like you've known me like a good friend, and I'm, you know, glad that we're the friends we are today. So that's probably the best part for me.
All right, Stacy. Well, thanks so much for joining me. Best of luck this upcoming year, and have a great rest of your summer.
Thank you. You too.
And get out there and surf.
I'm gonna try. I promise. I'm gonna try.
All right. See ya.